Hi there, mamas, and welcome to week 32 of your pregnancy. At this point, you've made it through 80% of your pregnancy. Way to go. I hope you're feeling good. I, as you might be able to notice, am no longer pregnant. I gave birth to my baby prematurely at only 30 weeks of pregnancy. So I've had to come back to this series later in time. I now have my baby home, but I wanted to be sure to complete this pregnancy series. So here I am. I am thinking back to my prior 5 pregnancies, which did advance much later. I had my other babies at between 36 and 37 and a half weeks. So I am drawing upon that experience and the research I've done. So I hope all this stuff is helpful to you guys. Let's take a look at week 32. By 32 weeks, your baby weighs 4 pounds and is around 16.5 inches long. Your baby is about the size of a jacama. Your baby is running out of room in the uterus, and for that reason, your baby likely is now curled up into a fetal position. Your baby's lungs are maturing, and your baby is starting to steadily gain weight at the rate of about half a pound a week. In fact, 33% of the weight gain that your baby will experience will happen between now and the end of your pregnancy. Here's a fun fact. By this point, your baby's nervous system will contain 100 billion neurons. And your baby is continuing to practice breathing, getting ready to make his passageway into the real world and into your life as another human being for good. For a list of general symptoms that might still be plaguing you, watch some of my earlier pregnancy videos and check out the list I have up on cloudmom.com. The major one you might be facing at this point is good old plain discomfort. Diet. For a full list of pregnancy foods and do's and don'ts, watch my earlier videos and check out some of the information I have up on my website. I'm going to quickly go through the rules here, although by this point you should be very familiar with them. You want to avoid soft pasteurized cheeses, alcohol, raw fish, fish that's high in mercury, and cold cuts, among other things. And you want to opt for foods that are high in protein, calcium, omega-3s, vitamin B12, and other helpful vitamins and nutrients. Just try to stay really, really healthy. Try to keep sugar low because you don't want to have a blood sugar problem during your pregnancy. Try to avoid fatty foods, processed foods, and opt for natural foods, organic foods if you can. Throughout most of your pregnancy, you will be seeing your doctor about once a month. But starting at week 28, you will see your doctor every 2 weeks. So you will have had an appointment at week 28, at week 30, and you will have a 32-week appointment. At the 32-week doctor's visit, your doctor also, in all likelihood, will be doing a very thorough examination of your baby, measuring your baby's heart rate, looking at your baby's weight, looking at your baby's head, their skull, their lungs, their feet, their hands, and the technology might be such that you might be able to get some really good and amazing videos and images of your baby as well that you will save for their keepsake box. In terms of your health, your doctor will be looking at your blood sugar level in your urine. He'll be looking at your weight. He'll be examining your abdomen, seeing how you feel, maybe even taking a measurement of your belly. He'll be closely monitoring your temperature because you want to be careful of that in terms of the risk of preeclampsia. You might also have a biophysical profile, which I explain in week 26, a contraction stress test, which I explain in week 28, fetal acoustic stimulation, which I also explain in week 28, and a non-stress test, which I also explain in week 28. So go back to those weeks for more information. Here's a quick checklist for week 32. Make sure you schedule your week 34 prenatal appointment. At this point, these prenatal appointments are obligatory. You can't skip them because you want to make sure that everything with regard to your baby is on track and that your own temperature and blood sugar are correct so that you're not at a risk of anything that could be harmful to you or to your baby. Keep doing pelvic tilts and exercises. Check in on your partner, make sure they're feeling okay emotionally and not feeling stressed when it comes to the arrival of the baby. Think about lining up some child care possibilities, either your mom or a friend or a babysitter, somebody who can come in even in the early weeks and just take the baby off your hands for a few hours so that you can catch a nap, maybe somebody to help you with some light cleaning, some cooking, the laundry. All these things can really make a difference in the early weeks. Get lots and lots of rest, hydrate, and try to exercise as much as you can. I will see you guys back next week for week 33. Thank you so much for dialing in. I really appreciate it. For much, much more detailed information when it comes to this week of your pregnancy, check out my website. I really appreciate it, and I will see you back here soon on cloudmom.com.